Okay, so I see here we have a few questions. So where do you, okay, I'll check your lead contacted number at the LC tracker here. And then I'll also check your first meeting goal on your LC tracker. Then where do I check your first meeting actual, your HubSpot and your LC tracker? So HubSpot is the main reference for the actual performance. But then LC tracker, I'll check on the accuracy. So if let's say you have UR fund, but you didn't close any sales, will your partner formation criteria pass? Yes. So I'll see your UR fund as one of the sponsorships. Yeah. And then let's say if you have a high potential FP that almost closing sales already, can your partner formation criteria pass? Yes. So maybe this audit objective is to ensure that your project is sustainable. If let's say you have a high potential FP that's almost closing sales, yeah, then I'll pass you lah. Yeah, but you need to let me know how potential it is with your supporting information. If let's say you already have first meeting and then you follow up with them 3 times already, they still don't reply, then obviously it's not a potential lah. Yeah, so we have a few more new questions. So does the project sales GBA tag with the EMF need to be filled by aligning the numbers from our LC and SU tracker? So to be very honest, the answer is yes, but the honest part is I think this part I forgot to include in the tracking here. Yeah, so I think next audit I'll take note, but then for this time, maybe I didn't check on this. Yeah. Then do we not have filled in the leads in partner tracker for preparation audit? So I'll assume it's the information. Here about the NSF. So I'll see it as mainly that let's say your leads that are being put here. So yes, you need to update. Mainly is update on those that are post sales already. So you need to update here. Yeah, because at your project closing, you also need to update on. So you might as well update now also. Then what happens if we do not achieve 40% GBA for first meeting? So okay, your project will be considered as not sustainable and did not pass the criteria. So if a project fails, it will either be closed down or merged with other LC. Okay. And then if got partner but cannot achieve 40% GPA, then fail also. Yes. Then where do I attach? Yeah, this one is I put on the proof. So that's the link on the standard tracker. So again, the reminder is your standard tracker here. Yeah, need to attach the link, and the link need to share the access, like accessible to everyone, so that I can check. Yeah, does that answer everyone's question? I think this kind of preparation of it is quite easy. I mean, not easy, simple. Cycle fast.
Eugene, if you're running for FP for NCR, right, it would also go along with the timeline that you've put for the batches, right? Which is we need to follow the preparation audit timeline to make sure we have at least one potential sales to be closed. Is it?
But then actually for yours, the FP for NCR is run by PDIGP team, right?
No. It's also run by PD.
Okay. Yeah, run by PDIGP team, right? FP by PD.
Yeah, run by PD.
So since it's the financial sales part, then actually I will like see it under the PBox criteria. Meaning that the project itself, how can I say this? Mainly is for NCR project, I only look into the OP part, wouldn't look into the FP part. Because actually for now, but UPM, okay, UPM I need to check that. But UPM is also not having FP for NCR, right? I remember the projection.
For now, not yet having FP because we are still trying to open, haven't signed MOA yet. That's why it's a little bit sooner because by December, we will need to have at least one partner for FP. I would say the timeline is a bit risky.
So for the preparation audit for this winter peak, I won't be checking NCR's FP part. I will only check into NCR's OT because majority is not running.
Okay, thanks, Eugene.
So we have no questions. Set for FP first annual sponsorship to achieve. Okay, people, by the way, when you fill in, do fill in according to, I don't know, like from top to bottom, because I need to pay a little extra attention to look into it and realize it's a new question. So if we only set for FP at first, not sponsorship, but we achieve sales one for sponsorship, can the sales one be counted in FP GPA? You don't need to specifically count because when I'm measuring your performance, I will measure the whole. Okay. Mainly is so again, if you look into the criteria, right, is here. So no matter it's FP or sponsorship in terms of whether you got post sales or not, actually you got updates. Okay, update here. Then as long as here, I will see the total one. So the total you got achieved. Okay, no, actually not total. Actually here already, yours is one close on sales. So mainly here that, okay, I know that you are having an amount already, yeah, then your criteria will pass. And then at the same time, just for you guys to know, so when I'm measuring your passport performance, right, when I track your LC tracker data, I actually plug in both your FP and sponsorship information inside. So it'll add on together to add up. So including your first meeting, I add up both together. Yeah, I think only some, okay, coaching here haven't set goal setting, I remember set. Okay. Then I forgot which LC, only one LC that I remember. Like for example, Penang. So you completely didn't fill in sponsorship part. So I did not do any formula setting. Right? But then if you did, I mean, if you add on afterwards, you can just set in more. Then I can amend the formula. Okay. So yeah, that's the answer. Yes.
Eugene, can I like follow up on this question?
Yeah.
So actually, I mean, because at first we don't plan to do sponsorship, so we set everything 0, just like what you showed just now, like Penang like that. We put sponsorship 0, but then now we maybe potentially can secure one sponsorship. Yeah, so can the sales one of that sponsorship be counted into the goal of our FP GBA? Because at first we only set goal for FP and not sponsorship.
Okay, so when you are referring to GBA, it's the first meeting GBA, is it?
Yeah.
So because when I put in the, plug in the tracker, I already add in both numbers together. Okay, for some we also don't have. So like for, okay, you don't have. Okay, like for example, help here, I already plug in the information for both. So no matter which one you update, actually it will add up together, then I can know the final number.
Oh, so won't separate. You will only see the total in the end, right?
Meaning the answer is yes. Like the very simple answer is your question is yes, but then to let you know more details, I add them both together.
Okay, thank you for the clarification, Eugene.
So answer, I'll just put the answer.
Sorry, Eugene, just to follow up on one of the questions.
Yeah.
For the project sales GVA, the tab for the DMF, when we align the numbers, let's say like for help, we have two different projects, and when we fill in our master sheet, we just put it together in one sheet. And sometimes we end up sharing about both projects to the sales, when we have our sales meetings. So is it okay to fill in the same numbers as actual for both our projects when it comes to this particular tab?
You will be selling like both, is it? Both projects.
Yeah.
It's fine for that.
All right. Okay. Then earlier I think I didn't catch your answer for whether we could edit the GBA. Yeah.
Edit GPA.
I mean our goal lah.
Oh, what was there a question here? Editing GPA.
Can the sales GBA be edited? Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh. Cannot edit. You need to stick with what you already said previously.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know this one. Yeah, just now I did answer. So I'll answer already. Thanks for following up. So if we fail, we follow the merging closing SOP for FP also. Yes. So yeah, like for Utah, that time they will need to move their FP towards the next because that time their project much received. Yeah. And it's the 40% GPA. Yes. And then if we had first meeting before August. Okay, good question. So I think for example, Utah case, you are already running winter sales before August already. So for your case, you can let me know the number. Yeah, but I know not everyone is running winter sales before August. So I'm trying to check. Yeah. But then like for those that already informed me previously that you're already running winter sales before August already, you can let me know. Then the number is fine for that. Yes, your question. Yes, I would measure your overall based on your LC tracker. And then technically, if you want to link your project here, right, the sales together to your own LC tracker, right, yeah, you can actually refer other LCs. We have some LCs are running this way, so they will be update this one. Yeah, but that's a more technical part that we cover here. I think for now, there's no more question, but we still have time. So I'll play some music. But if you have questions, you can always open mic and ask. And you are type down this. This one is still adding, so oh, okay, I see one question from the side. Okay, EMF place valid. Yeah, actually, yes. But then here, because we have cases like, I'll say like you would use funding for the same two projects. So actually for now, I will only measure the both of it together on the LC tracker wise. Which during opening audit, actually that time when you set the criteria, also it's also mentioned that your your GPA here is actually having with your respective project. How will you? Yes, based on LC trackers. So I think this one is the same question here. So this one is over here. Yes. Yes. Which means when you pass, actually, when you have one sales post pass, then actually all of it pass together also. So it's similar like the open audit market research criteria. And mainly here, when you're doing sales, right, actually, you can select your focus portfolio also, meaning that you have some LCs that are like only focusing on selling certain projects and others that are not selling. So it's actually fine with that strategy.
Hi, darling. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, all good. All done. Everything's packed. I'm just going to get on the road now. About to leave. Well, hopefully just a couple of hours. But if I'm late, go ahead and start without me. All good. I mean, I will probably have bad signal. I said I probably won't have good signal. Yes, I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me? Oh, for God's sake. Here we go again.
I see something else. Even if we have secured a partner without the 14% we achieve for the first year, yes, it still fail.
Just a follow-up to Sabrina's question, because just now she was asking if, let's say, we manage to secure FP, but no 40% GVF for first meeting, right, it's gonna fail. So the context in my LC is that the original goal set, right, my director did not went with it because most of my summer partners, they would like to be raised. So how do I put this? The lead generation, lead contact goal, all this is not very being achieved for now because we had enough on our plate. and we do not decide to like take in too much facilitators don't know how to reject them. So yeah. Do I add in like the context to you, like you will consider it, or it will still be a solid fail?
You can add in the context to it.
Okay, thanks, Eugene.
Eugene, another follow-up question. So since we've put together the GVA of both our projects into our SU tracker, and the number is different for each project, so we didn't actually fix it to one particular number, right? Since we added it together, if we calculate it individually, like for example, for Speak Up, we had put down goal as 13 first meetings, and right now we've achieved 6, which means it's already past 40%. But for our second project, the number would be around 10, if I'm not mistaken. Then the 6 is also counted there. But if you look at it overall, then probably it wouldn't reach the 40%. So which number would you refer to?
Yeah, a lot of numbers a bit complicated, and then the time is actually up already. I think this one you can either schedule a 10-minute call, like 5-minute call with me, or you telegram me, like even better if you have screenshot certain things for me to visualize it.
Okay, sure. Yep. All right, I'll get back to you on it then.
Goodbye everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Room. So how was the breakout room consultancy space with your respective MCVP? Do you clear your doubts? Good. If you clear your doubts, you can put a wave lah. Oh, good, good. Okay, yeah. So make sure that you are really, really clear with the criteria. Okay, if you still have any confusion,